What's up, my fellow kaiju? It is I, the King Mecha, Geta Emperor, that is OGGM. A very mild one out there for anybody who recognizes the name Geta Emperor. It is May. It is the year of our Lord John Cena, 2023. It is the 24th day of May. It is 8 o'clock in the morning. It's Wednesday, and it's raining because I live on the beach, which means it's time to take a look at all the tabletop role-playing game crowdfunding type projects that are coming to an end, but you still have a chance to support. So if any of the things I list off sound like something you want to invest in, head on over to your favorite crowdfunding, kickstarting, group funding, backlit, itch.io, Zine Quest, there's another one, type site, and toss a coin to your Witcher. You usually get some free stuff, and you get copies of the game. So that's always nice. As always, anything I recommend, I'll have a link to, and anything I think is dumb, we'll make fun of. But with that said, again, make up your own mind. Don't listen to me. I'm an idiot, right? Okay, I actually have a couple this week that I think are worth our time to at least take a look at. Not for any specific reason, mainly just because I think the names are cool, which is enough for me sometimes. Somebody said the other day, what do you look for in a tabletop role-playing game? And I was like, art. What do you have that I don't already own? And do you have a really cool name? Okay, but first, TJ Storm? All right. My first recommendation is Mystery Flesh Pit Natural Park for the Cypher System. I don't know anything about this game. I just love the name. It's like Mystery Flesh Pit National Park. It's like, let's combine Gravity Falls with Lovecraft. Not that Gravity Falls wasn't Lovecraftian already. So this is a role-playing game from Ganza Publishing. It was originally being made for 5e of all things, but then they decided to switch it over to the Cypher System as part of the Cypher System Creator Program because they wanted to avoid any of the OGL/ORC nonsense. And as the OGL ORC 1D&D nightmare continues to grow, I don't know, I might see more and more companies looking at what the final project of the ORC is and going, yeah, no, maybe I'll look at another company. This Cypher System doesn't look so bad. What do we know about this? It's a weird world where there's living attractions, an entire park made of flesh. Hike, explore, but avoid the evil corporations that are using the unusual properties of the park. So yes, roadside attraction / Lovecraft / kaiju. I don't know. I don't need to know anything about this game. I just love the name. Mystery Flesh Pit National Park RPG by Ganza Publishing, and it's already hit its 60,000 goal. It was fully funded in 8 hours, so way to go. Then we have from MT Black Games. Isn't there a professional wrestler named MT Black? The Imperium of Wonders for Dungeons and blah, 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 blah. More of the same. Magic items, monsters, maps. I said this yesterday, and I am going to say it again. As we get closer to the 5e inevitable doom date of 2024, we're going to see a lot of stuff like this. We're going to see a lot of people trying to grab onto the coattails of 5e before it vanishes. And we're going to see a lot of people making new 5e stuff because they know Wizards of the Coast isn't going to, and they're looking to fill that gap. So this, people are out there who are doing this really need to find things that will appeal to the 5e audience next year that they don't already have, and they can't already get. So I can get monsters. I can get magic items. You need to make your thing unique enough to really grab my attention. Then we have Questing Beasts, 2nd edition from our friend Ben over at Questing Beasts. Knave, 2nd edition. Did I say Questing Beasts, 2nd edition? Sorry, haven't had enough caffeine yet. Knave, 2nd edition. I loved the original version of Knave. It's an entire role-playing game in like 6 pages. I've run it twice. It's right up my alley. I don't know if it needed a 2nd edition because it was, I guess because Ben felt 7 pages wasn't really enough to work with. But now I'm wondering, at the amount of pages it is if it's too much. That said, I did Kickstart it because I love the original Knave and I love Mage Rats. It's 80 pages as opposed to 7 pages. And it's everything you need to run a gear-based role-playing system. At least that's what it used to be. I don't know what it is now. Then we have from Planet X Games, Chainsaw Wizards, Hecatomb Creeps, and Other Ungodly Bastards. Again, I recommend this one. I don't know anything about it, just because the name. Just knows the name. You know what? I haven't been telling you guys the prices, have I? I'm sorry. I definitely need caffeine. Mystery Flesh Pit National Park, the most popular pledge, is $45, and for that you get a print of the POD version of the book. $45 for a link to something that I still have to pay for, and then to get you to send me. No free, no. How about $45? I get the PDF and the POD coupon. And then if I want the POD, I can use the coupon and then pay for the shipping. Because if I'm just getting the POD coupon, no, $45 is not worth it to me. That said, Mystery Flesh Pit National Park, I love the name. I love the idea. I may steal it. I don't know if you can base an entire campaign around it, though. I mean, Gravity Falls works because of the /Monster of the Week / underlying story and the fact that we know it ends at the end of the summer. And the creators are like, no, we're not going to do a sequel. We'll do the books and the coloring books and explore the world more of that summer. But the whole point of Gravity Falls is the beginning, end of that summer. So Gravity Falls works as a short-term Tales from the Loop type campaign, but not a long-term because, Dipper and Mabel go home at the end of the summer. Spoilers. So I don't know if Mystery National Flesh Pit Park Roadside Attraction works as a long-term campaign, but definitely a short-term campaign. And I love the name. But if I'm paying $45 and I'm only getting the POD, no. Imperium of Wonders, $15 is the most popular pledge. That gets you a PDF plus the POD, and you get a copy of the Iskandar Player's Handbook. We talked about the Iskandar Player setting the other day. This is a 5e adventure path that these guys have been making for the last year or so. So, yeah, now that's a good price. $15. I get the PDF, I get an extra thing, and I get the code for the POD. And then if I want to pay for the POD, I can. So that's perfect. That's just, the perfect, the Goldilocks position for a Kickstarter. Not too much, not too little. I'm guaranteed the PDF no matter what. And if I want more, I get more. Yeah, I think that if there is a sweet spot for Kickstarters, that's probably it. Then we have Knave, $35, gets you the PDF and the print version of the book. I already Kickstarted it, Ben. Where is it? It should be out in August. Chainsaw Wizards, Hecatomb Creeps, and Other Ungodly Bastards from Planet X Games. This is an OSR source book. $35 is the most popular pledge. Gets you PDF and print version of the book. It's a weird fantasy campaign where it offers 65 pages of strange bad guys to make weird sci-fantasy gonzo nonsense for your OSR OGL game of choice. And I just love the name. Chainsaw Wizards, Hecatomb Creeps, and Other Ungodly Bastards. Sounds like something, Benji would come up for a child. Who doesn't love a wizard whose spell is chainsaw? Ah, yes, my rod of decapitation. I only have enough mana in the rod of decapitation to kill one of you. So which one of you is it going to be? It just writes itself. Then from Evil Genius Games, we have TJ Storm? The legendary bundle, Kong, Skull Island, and Pacific Rim. Evil Genius Games somehow got a ton of IPs for their 5th edition new revised version of D20 Modern, Everyday Heroes. And they got, The Crow, Escape from New York, a whole bunch of others. Some of them you're like, that's not a campaign. Others you're like, yeah, I could totally do it in a campaign. And one of them they got Kong, Skull Island, and Pacific Rim. And there's a lot of story in Pacific Rim, and there's a lot of unexplored story in Kong Skull Island. Now, does that mean they also have Godzilla? Because Godzilla versus Kong was a thing, and they're working on Godzilla versus Kong 2. So does Godzilla show up in this? Because, Pacific Rim Mecha fighting kaiju is what Pacific Rim was all about. And Kong maybe teaming up with the Pacific Rim Mecha or fighting the Pacific Rim Mecha. Either way, that works good. Plus, it's got maybe Godzilla in it. Anyways, TJ Storm? So, yeah, this is $80. Gets you the PDF and the print version of both books, plus all the supporting books. So, and it has Guillermo del Toro's, stamp of approval for the Pacific Rim stuff. So congratulations, these guys, for getting all these IPs and finding ways to make them work, even if some of them don't. Like Escape from New York is a one-shot. It's a cyberpunk one-shot, but an entire Escape from New York campaign, that's just a post-apocalypse campaign in one city. From Darklight Interactive, we have the Mosidian Temple, a first edition D&D, AD&D OSRIC OGL adventure, 40 years in the making by David Floor. This is an adventure. $22 gets you the PDF of everything he's reminted, both the original and the reimagined version of the Mosidian Temple, plus the POD cord. When he was 12, David wrote an adventure for first edition AD&D. 40 years later, he's taken it and tried to reset it again, both in the original version and the reworked, edited OGL 2024 version. And influenced by Tomb of Horrors and White Plume Mountain, you're getting a view into his childhood, an idea of an adventure plucked from another time and offered for first edition Advanced Dungeons & Dragons OSRIC OGL. Yes, fun, cool. A 12-year-old's Munster, and then, updated to 2023, 2024, old David mentality. Is that, you can't imagine kind of weird shit I threw in D&D adventures when I was 12, like man-eating toilets. And finally, from Rookie Jet Studio, we have Gimmick Zero. That's $25. This gets you the PDF and the POD and the free Quickstart rules. It's 140 page of giant robot madness inspired by Bubblegum Crisis and Katana Zero. You are the last force of good defending your city from rogue mecha. Now combine that with Kong and Pacific Rim, and you got a good multi-part campaign. Yeah, and who doesn't love Bubblegum Crisis? And that's it. That's all we have this week. Not much. Obviously, my standouts, for no other reason than the name, is Mystery Flesh Pit National Park. Though, actually, for $45, I only get a POD coupon. Feels kind of not worth it. Knave, because I love the first one and I have high hopes for the second one, even if I'll never get to run it. Chainsaw Wizards, Hecatomb Creeps, and Other Ungodly Bastards, because I love the name. The Kong Isle of Damned, Pacific Rim Dominion of Iron, because TJ Storm? The Mosidian Temple, I don't know. It's kind of cool that this guy found stuff he wrote years ago and he's reprinting it. I don't know if I want to pay $22 for it. For Gimmick Zero, I don't know if they're, Bubblegum Crisis 2023 doesn't really sound like it's a thing anymore. When was the last time we saw anime that was like that? I don't even know what anime is these days or what the go-to anime is, but as much as I love the world of Bubblegum Crisis, its time is sort of come and gone. So I don't know about this one. And one more time. TJ Storm? ? That's it for all the Kickstarters for today. If any of those sound like something you want to support, head on over to your favorite Kickstarter type site and, support them. Toss a few coins out there, get some free stuff, and help a little company get an edge up. Yeah, Mystery Flesh Pit National Park. Godzilla. OGL. OSR. Wizards of the Coast. If you appreciate this content, you know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, and consider heading on over to the Red Room and pick up my latest co-authored project with the Red Room, Wretched Vigilantes. Bam, 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 bam. this is going to be huge. All right, that's it for today. We'll be back later on. Till then, stay warm, stay dry, stay healthy, stay happy. Say hi to Steve and drive careful because it's raining. I'll talk to you soon.